Hey all. A question I've been getting a lot lately, especially as we have a lot of newer viewers on the channel, is what exactly is the Oblivion Line? So here's the super summary. Every review from Oblivion onwards counts. Everyone before does not. There you go, that's the super summary. But you know me, so here's the long, rambling explanation. I've been wanting to review games, movies, and shows for the better part of my entire life. As I've talked about recently in videos you probably haven't seen, the idea of enumerating and quantifying things appeals to me. I have a bit of a boring math, engineer, manager, accountant kind of a brain. So, building a system that I felt actually was a good review system was a huge part of that. And many, many years ago, like 7 years ago, give or take, something like that. It's been a very long time. The idea finally came into fruition with regards to the show. The ruminations were already starting to run a little bit dry, and the lore runs were on their way out, thanks to just availability. You know, I'd run out of oil, as I like to say. And so it was like, all right, well, why don't we transition into this? Try to make the reviews a new thing. Reviews are kind of a repeatable resource, content thing, and we can keep doing them forever. And honestly, I want to do them anyways. It's a passion project. So that tested well. We were cool. Cool, let's do it. How do we review them? Much more difficult question, because there's a lot of different ways to review things. If you heard me drunkenly ranting, I wasn't actually drunk, I was just sick, ranting like recently about reviews, it's because that kind of thing about, you know, the 1 out of 10 or the bot reviews or any of the other incomplete stuff has bothered me for the better part of my entire life. So as a consequence, I really wanted to build a review system that I felt actually worked. I think we have done it, and I do definitely say we. I didn't do this on my own. Me and many viewers, just people on stream and people who've helped behind the scenes, have slowly built together the system that we use now. Problem is, when you're building a system like that, you're building it live, right? So we were reviewing games, but using different metrics, different methods, different inputs, and different outputs. As I like to say, you can't convert liters into inches, right? So we reached a point where it's like, okay, you know, years and years and years, literal years, about 4 years of developing and iteration and iteration and iteration, until finally we're like, okay, here we are. This is the review system. And the first game we reviewed under that system, by total coincidence, was Oblivion, Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion. I say that's a coincidence because it's not that hard to think that that could have been another game. And we could have called it, I don't know, like, what were we reviewing right about that? Hang on, wait. Pull up my own website. Did you know that I have a website? It could have been something like, I don't know, the Crosscode line, or the TIE Fighter line, or the Halo line. Like, there's all kind of other things it could have been called. But by coincidence, Oblivion was the first game done under the current system. Now, if you were around back then, I made an effort, a multi-week effort, actually. I took several weeks off and just crammed my face into the ground trying to work out a way to convert the old reviews into the new system, and I failed. Thus, all the old reviews Thanos'd out of existence. That sucked. I'm not gonna lie, that hurt, because that was 4 years of work, essentially just kind of gone and invalidated. This is one of the reasons why we've been doing audit runs as well. Not all of them, that's insanity. Just a few. Ones people are interested in, ones I'm interested in. You get the idea. But that's what the Oblivion Line is. Everything before Oblivion doesn't count. Everything after Oblivion does. It's actually really easy to understand, because if you go to the website and you hit the reviews panel, you will see all the reviews after the Oblivion Line. You have to actually check the archives button, which is kind of a little more hidden in order to get all the stuff before. Hope that answers you. Any comments or questions, as always, let me know.